Hey everybody, welcome back to LOVINSTEREO. I'm Mike Lovins, and I cannot wait to tell you about Star Wars: The Force Awakens. It's out now, go see it. Here's what I think. Star Wars: The Force Awakens is episode 7 of the Star Wars saga, and it takes place about 30 years, give or take, after the events of Return of the Jedi. There is no more Rebel Alliance, there is no more Empire. Now we're looking at the First Order and the Resistance, and the Resistance is actually an offshoot of the new government, the New Republic. I'll leave the rest then for you to find out on your own. So behind the scenes, this movie is directed by J.J. Abrams, who most people know then from the Star Trek movies. And there are a lot of people who were afraid that J.J. Abrams coming in from Star Trek is going to try and make Star Wars more Trek-like. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Abrams actually is a huge Star Wars fan and actually brought elements of Star Wars into Star Trek. So he was actually a very good choice for this movie, and he really did a great job. I'm happy with the direction that he, along with Kathleen Kennedy and the rest of Lucasfilm, went, and they have the writer Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, so definitely in good hands there. It's hard to really get into the story of this without getting into spoilers, and I don't want to do that at all here. I'm just going to leave it with this. This is the Star Wars movie that we have been waiting for since 1983. I'm not a prequel hater. Whether you like them or not, that's great. I do like them. I can find enjoyment in them. However, as a kid who grew up watching Star Wars, this is the Star Wars sequel that we've been waiting for. I'm very excited about what's coming up next with Rogue One next year, and then of course then the following year we'll get episode 8. Despite how much I love this movie, it isn't a perfect movie. It has some flaws, nothing that affects the story though. So for that, I'm going to give Star Wars: The Force Awakens a 9 on the dial. This week I'm very happy to also be guesting on the Movie Bears podcast, and I will put a link in the comments on where to find that. It's also their 3-year anniversary show, so it's going to be a great time. We will get into some spoilers, so if you do want to hear a little bit more about the story, if you've already seen the movie and you want to hear our spoiler discussion, definitely tune into that. So until next time, may the Force be with you, and keep rocking.